I've been avoiding all the clips, all the T pages, everything. Like, even people that was like sharing stuff in the Discord, I was like, I'm not watching anything. So I'm going in completely blind right now. The vibes right now, we about to watch Caresha lie on Caresha Please. Watch her say how she didn't know that Diddy was into these things because she met him as an old man and not back when he was young and wild.
You know they got your mans. They got your mans on assault charges. Yeah, the nigga you be hanging with. Nigga you be hanging with. Oh, offender. And he was your mans. He was your boy. I heard you grew up with him. That's crazy, man. You ain't know what he was doing? You ain't feel bad at all? Like, no guilt?
I don't know what she's gonna say yet, but I know it's something along those lines, because what else can she say on a podcast that he gave her on his network that he's supposedly not on anymore? But please. Even the stuff she is telling the truth about, she can't tell us the whole truth. Like, so it's just pointless. Even with everybody knowing, nobody really cares, which is crazy. Like, people still do not care. They made jokes and all this, the diddler and but nobody really cares. Because everybody already knew this before it came out. It was just not like a news headline, but this was public knowledge. Just like the picture that I posted yesterday of Beyonce, Mary J. Blige, Kim Porter. It's like, there's no way nobody knew what was going on. Everybody knew. Does anybody feel bad for Caresha? I mean, I would if she didn't tell that girl, shut up before I make Diddy. If I wanted to, Diddy would make you get on your knees. Like, girl, you're basically, yeah, no. I can't. After that one, I couldn't. I'm sorry. Because it's like, not only do you know what he's doing, you're gonna project that. Like, I don't like that. Doing that to the next woman, just like Cassie did to Kim Porter. No thank you. Okay, let's get into this video. Everybody in the chat, say hi to YouTube, because this will be on YouTube. 30 minutes of this. Is she gonna fake cry? I'm not. Hi mom, I'm on YouTube. Is that a shark tooth necklace?
Hey y'all, what's up? So we back with season 2 of Caresha Please. I wanted to tell my truth, my story on my platform where I feel safe. And I'm ready to get into all the smoke. Clock that T.
Bitch, catch you.
My best friend, Saucy Santana.
I'm here. We get into all things Caresha. I want to call this episode Caresha Speaks.
Ooh.
Because I feel like you don't talk much. I feel like you let a lot of stuff just, roll over. You'll talk.
I feel like it's kind of cheating to let your best friend interview you about something so serious like this. And I mean, like, I get wanting somebody close to, I guess, ask the questions, but it's like, we're not going to get to the real tea because this is someone who's like tiptoeing around your feelings. Like, that's not fair.
Amongst me and you and amongst close ones, but I don't really feel like you address everything. And so today I want you to take this time to put everything on the floor, get it all out, because once you talk today, nobody's gonna hear from you till 2028, baby.
Thank you.
Bring back Wendy.
I want you to say today and let everything out, get everything off your chest, and we're gonna get into it.
Let's go, I'm ready.
So I want to get into mental health with you. How are you? Just in general with life, your kids, family, and just with your career. Like, where are you at mentally?
I'm just all over the place. I'm going through a lot, and some days I just be like, everybody go through this in their career and in life. I feel like in life, everybody go through something, whether it's a breakup, a divorce, a death, just like whatever it is. And I feel like,
let it out. This is a safe space. This is your space to be vulnerable and just really, let out how you feel.
So mentally, like...
Is she crying already?
One minute I'm sad. One minute I'm kind of like, fuck this shit. And then...
Hold on. We just got here. That was mad fast. I'm irritated. Like, I'm already irritated. I'm sorry.
I'm looking at my kids.
Brother,
like,
this guy's...
I ain't bring us this far to go backwards.
Yeah.
I work hard. You get me saying? Like...
With the ice blonde hair and like...
and effort in this shit. I did it when I was pregnant alone. And I feel like in life you gotta go through shit to get through shit. Like Usher said that, and I was like, wow, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Usher said you gotta go through shit to get through shit, and that was some real shit. She said that like that was the deepest thing she ever heard.
and that's what keep me going, because I know that like life not perfect, and we gotta learn from our mistakes, and life is a lesson. And I feel like the people that I thought that
Why
would be
he
in my
look like he
corner,
about to cry?
whatever, like when I was going through this shit, nobody called me. Nobody called me to see how I was doing. Like people was really like, ah, you thought.
Yeah. So when it comes to Diddy,
No, we wanted to know if you was being abused too, because you was on there acting like you was the madam. Like, let's not act. Come on, like let's not act like you don't know why people were waiting for their aha moment. Like you were literally terrorizing people. Why are their eyes wet already?
why do you think that you are so heavily involved in everything? Like everything that comes out about him, like you said, it's automatically, well, what you think? Well, how you feel? What you got to say?
Because she was standing there with a big sign that said, "Yay, Poppy, go Poppy." Why else would people be asking? Like, what are you talking about right now? Even after the Cassie documents came out, she posted on her Finsta a picture of them hanging out on the balcony talking about Bobby and Whitney. This is what I'm talking about. And you know that because you're her best friend and you was right there while he was dragging her across the floor too. We're not going to do this right now. Like, this is it's insane. Like, this is actually delusional. This is like she could have interviewed herself. You know that girl, what's that Christian lady that be on TikTok acting like she got a podcast? Like if she's talking to somebody, but she got exposed that it's just her and the mic. Like there's nobody in the room. She be looking over like if somebody's asking her questions. She could have did that. I would have liked that so much better because this is crazy. What?
People feel like I was Diddy's biggest cheerleader and I made him my brand.
Were you
and
not?
I feel like Diddy was on brand for me. I got with Diddy environment to my life. I had him at the office. I was still doing Risha Roulette in the split, all right on. Ari slapping my ass. I ain't never think I was bigger than the program. I was still on my City Girl shit. I was still doing remixes. Don't play with it.
You did Gucci Mane.
Mane.
First Impression.
I was still working. City Girls was on tour with Jack Harlow. We had At Bad. You know, Diddy came to me with the song. Told JT, let's get on this record. Like, I was still doing City Girls shit. I was heavily involved in the group. I never thought I was bigger than the program.
So, with Diddy, what was your experience with dating him? Because I feel like in the headlines, it's a lot of just chaos and it's a lot of allegations. And so I think that's what makes people feel like, well, since you were so heavily involved.
Are we going to act like it's just allegations and people thinking she's involved? Like, we know that she was in the court documents, right?
You ain't know what he was doing? You ain't feel bad at all?
Like, we know that where's 50 Cent at? Somebody bring 50 in here. The little sex workers, we know what y'all was doing. You was one of them. Like you were named in the lawsuit. Why are we acting like this is just shade room allegations now? Like, no, this is ask her about the pink drug. Ask her about her cousin.
You were a part of these things or you were around these things. So what was your experience like, dating him?
Well, I met Diddy at Peak Party and I met him when he was in a love era. And I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him.
I'm sorry, where did she meet Diddy at?
Well, I met Diddy at Peak Party and I met...
Did I or did I not say in my video about which documents was it? Was it the Little Rod ones or the Cassie documents? But I said that P sold her to Diddy. When I posted the clips of him and P and they was talking about, oh, my brother and all that stuff. And I'm like, that's how she got in that circle of that. Like, and there she goes. I met him through P. Like, of course you did. You were set up. You didn't just meet him at P's party. No, they set that up. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. All right.
When he was in a love era. And I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him and giving him his flowers while he was alive. Mm-hmm. Like he was getting the Global Icon Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Key to the City. He had a new album that was coming out. So I was celebrating him with the world. And I just feel like everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like you was his biggest advocate. You was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him. Mm-hmm. So why am I being crucified, or why am I being separated?
Yeah.
When I was dating him, it was love, love, love. The frequency is high. We used to laugh because I like, you know what I'm saying? It's always, what's up, queen?
Yes.
So I just...
Oh my God. Not the Diddy that had her on Twitter, on Instagram, fighting 2 other chicks over... Nobody even cared about Diddy's love era. What are we talking about? It was... the world was celebrating him. It was all love, love. Y'all was celebrating him. Are they trying to act like we wasn't there? Like we didn't watch this all play out over the last few years? Like what? You see how they try to erase history and try to gaslight you, and this is why you gotta be there. Like what? And he's sitting there nodding, talking about like this doesn't count. You were there, so now you're just asking about questions that you.
So like I met him like in a whole new era, and that wasn't my experience. Like when I met him, it was just like I told y'all on season 1. I even asked him like, "Why you fucking with me? Why you fucking with a city girl?
Yeah.
Why you coming into my world? Because I'm on some whole other shit. Like you know my lyrics and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like when I got with him,
The lyrics that you don't write.
Man. Like it was more of like, okay, we ain't gonna do that. We gonna sit. We gonna communicate. We gonna get solutions. What's going on? Like we ain't even going that route. So that was my experience with him.
So a lot of the things that people really like say about him, you didn't experience that as in dating. That's not something that you saw. So is that the reason why you never said anything? Is that the reason why when all of these allegations and lawsuits came apart, like why didn't you speak?
Because I can't speak on something that wasn't my experience, and I
She
can't
got
speak on
one more
something
time to
that I
say
don't
that.
know. I can't speak on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time. I don't know that person, and that wasn't my experience.
You ain't know what he was doing?
So with you being a survivor of domestic violence, he never hit you in a relationship. He was never violent. Was that something that you had to tolerate, or that wasn't a part of?
That you want.
You know, because I feel like that's the biggest thing to him right now is, you know, what he going through in these lawsuits and, you know, that video that came out. And it's like, I feel like a lot of people are wondering, was that your experience? And I know personally that you've been through domestic violence before, and I don't think that's something that you've grown from and that you don't tolerate.
I've been through domestic violence in 2 relationships. And I told myself after the second relationship, I would never put myself in that situation again, especially now being that I'm a mom. I was a mother then, but like having a daughter, like I would never put myself in.
Especially now being a mother. Her son is like 10. What are you talking about? You've been a mom. And then I know she just corrected herself, but bro, you see how soon they forget? It's that kid that's born into the industry that's the only one they care about. Like that's the main one every single time. We see it every time with these people. That's really sick. She treat that little boy like he's a grown man already. Like he can raise himself. He's fine. Had him in the strip club, getting strippers dancing on him. She do not care about that little boy. And his father died conveniently as City Girls was on the come up. Like, all right, okay. And then you get with 808 and all of that is going on, and then they pawn you off to Diddy. Come on. Now you got a little girl and you want to be like, oh, well, it's different when you're raising a girl. Okay. Even the picture she had for that little girl was mad inappropriate. Like, there was a bunch of things that she does with this little girl. You could tell that she's raising, like, an industry child. Let these kids be kids. It's so fake.
I don't stand for domestic violence. I'm just not going for that.
So do you feel like with dating Diddy, like, was it a business relationship? Do you feel like it was beneficial for you?
Duh.
I feel like it was beneficial for both of us.
It was.
I think that, like, you know, I was able to come and be a brand ambassador for Deleon and take it to a whole nother level, because I feel like, I won't say nobody wasn't drinking Deleon, but...
Nobody wasn't drinking Deleon.
But when I came, it was just like, it's a city or a summer, we drinking Deleon, we acting bad, so I feel like I was an asset. I honestly just feel like with Diddy, like, you know, I met him at P Party, and I don't know what his intent.
We are not going to sit here and act like you don't know who Diddy is. The way everybody is coming at JT is insane because she's, you know, in proximity with Nicki, and nobody likes Nicki now, so we're going to erase history, and everybody hates Nicki, so let's hate everybody that is associated with her. So they want to act like JT's wrong in this. When they sat on this show, that very first interview, and gaslighted her. They gaslit JT and told her, no, we love you. There's no problems. We're not distant with you. Y'all not that close.
It just was, but I don't know if it was like business or he really liked me, but I felt like, you know, when he got me, he really saw something in me, and that's why he was like, you know what? You got a big personality. Like, you should do a podcast. Like, you know how to engage in conversations. Like, you know how to ask good questions. So I felt like, you know, I came into his world and I was able to like turn everything he had going on up a notch. Like, you know, he had Deleon. I was able to have the whole world drinking Deleon, putting in his songs. Like, I made it popular, you know?
Yeah.
And then with Revolt, I was able to come and make it the #1 podcast on Revolt.
Yeah.
So I felt like, you know, and then with him, it was like he was able to, you know, take my career to the next level. I did the Met Gala. I got ready with Vogue. Like I wasn't going into the relationship thinking like, I want to get a purse. I want to go on private jets. I want to get diamonds. Like,
That's exactly what you went into the relationship for. You was with Diddy. She's really going to act like we wasn't here for this relationship? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't. She's a whole beta sitting here with the animal print and the blonde hair. Like, this is all a distraction. None of this is real right now. This is insane. She's like, I'm getting... This is like an insult to our intelligence, for real. Like, honestly, I didn't go into the relationship wanting a bag or wanting none of... Yes, you did. Maybe not a bag specifically, but you went in for the materials and to build your career. Just like he used you to get the youth. He needed that city girl thing too, because nobody was checking for Diddy. Puff Daddy. Like, nobody was looking for him, for real. Like, and then that's why he keeps on with these little young girls, try to stay young. Come on, Puff Daddy. No, for real, with a name like that, you're devious. Like, as a grown man, why do you want other to call you daddy? That's insane to me. Like, Caresha, I'm tired of hearing her lie. All right, I'm sorry.
Like, I feel like I'm up under a mogul. I want to learn something. You know, like I want to learn business. I want to learn how to, okay, you got a network. How can I get a network? Or, you know, you had a Sean John. How can I make Caresha please the next Sean John? So I went into that relationship like on a like more of like, I want to become a mogul.
Do you really want Caresha please to be the next Sean John?
You know, most people just want to get their body done. You want to get a trip. You want to just do that video. No, I wasn't one of them.
And you already had that. You already had your body done. You already had the trip. You're a city girl. You were already a city girl. What are we talking about? She's sitting there reminiscing right now to my, because I didn't need him for nothing. That was my, I was just loving my man. This is what she cannot come on here and tell the truth. Well, this is her truth. Her man. She got to stick beside him. He was peeing on her. She was so down bad for this man that she went on there and said she likes golden showers. And now when the court documents came out that he actually does do that, and they're like, really? So you was really getting peed on? She's like, no, that was just for the game, to sell the game and to sell the podcast. You know, you got to say things to get people going. It's provocative. Girl, you want me to believe he's been doing all this stuff to all these people for all these years, but just somehow you are the only one who just made... Come on.
That's what I respect about you, because even though you a city girl, me being your best friend and knowing you very womanly. I always say that, and like just a grown woman. And so I even seen the elevation in your production and your team, that you started hiring business managers.
Hello.
And I was like,
because she had an allowance from Diddy. What do you mean? This is so stupid. I saw you hiring people because now she's on an allowance. She got the money to. Diddy's foot in the bill. This is his podcast. Her name is just on it. Why are we... You see, this is why you can't have your best friend interview. All he gonna do is sit here and hype her up right now. This is... Okay.
I think that
this was a choice. This was a choice to have him think, oh my gosh, this was a choice.
I think that like when you get around people, you see certain things. Like you able to, like you should be able to learn something from somebody. And I felt like I was able to see like how should my business be operating. Like I should have a cheaper staff.
What's in your glass? Is that Deleon in your glass? What are you drinking right now? Because y'all don't have the bottle sitting out. Yeah, because you can't do that. What you drinking though? Because that's still Diddy's podcast. Stop playing with me. It's like this is...
Yeah. I should have a business manager. You know, I should have all these things in place. And that's what I was learning. Like, I took that more of like a learning experience as far as like trying to become a mogul. That's why I'm like, I'm a mogul. I'm a businesswoman. I'm not just a rapper. Like, I'm big in rap.
So I'm ready to get into some smoke, because I feel like you popping it.
Diddy is sitting right on, you see the edge of her seat that we can't see? Diddy's sitting right there. He's coming out to wipe her tears in between scenes.
So we really want to dig a little deeper into your mind.
You ready for the smoke?
I'm ready for the smoke. Is you ready? So when it comes to you know, City Girls and JT, y'all was having an argument on Twitter. You felt like
that is not the no. What? That was all we got. That better not be all we got about Diddy. That's not the tea. That is no. What are you talking about? The tea now. The tea is. Did I not say that too? I said this on Patreon. I said that all she was gonna do was come on here before this interview even dropped. I literally said she was gonna come on here and cry about her and JT and make it about that to deflect. Because nobody. That's not what we're here for.
Making songs about you. She feel like you throwing a rock and hide in your hand. Where do y'all stand at today as City Girls and just as sisters, as friends?
Shit ain't all good and it's not all bad. Like, we don't talk every day, but it's no beef on my end. I still look at her like as family, but it's not like we on the phone, we chatting every day or we checking in like, hey, you know, she posting my shit, I'm posting her shit. It's not, I won't say we beefing, but it's not.
I'm irritated. She's a beta sex kitten, bro. They're literally selling sex right now. They're selling her more. All these angles is for sympathy and the male gaze. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. This is a joke. Like.
Do you feel like taking it to the internet, or do you feel like things that happen behind the scenes have went too far that it'll never be the same motherfucker the old days?
Once we go to the internet, that's kind of like I'm the type of person, like, if we feel some type of way, we can hash this shit out behind closed doors. You could call my phone, we could text each other, we could cuss each other out. But like, once it goes to the internet, I feel like you trying to get people to pick a side. Mm-hmm. Like, you putting people in our business to pick a side, and I don't fuck with that. Because I feel like we've been friends for so long that if we gonna go to the internet, we gotta air each other dirty laundry. Like, I'm gonna have to say some shit about you, you gonna have to say some shit about me, and people gonna have to pick a side. And if we real friends, we ain't going to the internet. I'm not going to the internet, and I felt like, you know, I'm always the one that's gonna let the narrative run and let people think what they wanna think and not clear nothing up, because it's just, it'll never be that serious to me. Like, I'm cool, I ain't gotta clear nothing up.
So how long behind the scenes do you feel like have things been rocky between y'all two?
I feel like it's been a minute. It's been a minute since shit been going on behind closed doors. Like, I just feel like we outgrew each other. I feel like she was in LA, I was in Miami. She was been working on her shit. I didn't know. Mm-hmm. Oh. And I just feel like every time we try to get together, it just didn't hit.
So do you feel like distance, you living in Miami,
why
she
are
living
his
in
titties
LA,
out? Can we, like,
you know, did that play a part in the wedge of y'all two?
I don't know.
Did y'all go to the studio together? How was recording? Because y'all last album didn't do well, and I feel like even in interviews, y'all weren't in sync. Mm-hmm. And it didn't look like something that just happened. It looked like something that's been occurring.
Yeah, I just felt like when we got together, it just wasn't hitting. I just felt like we was just in two different headspaces. Like, the way we dressed was different. Like, I'm more of, I wear a leotard, JT want to wear something covered. So I just felt like whenever we tried to get together, it just didn't connect. Like, we'll be on tour. She got her own dressing room. I got my own dressing room. She riding with her own glam team. I'm riding with my own glam team. When we get on the stage and we do our routine, that was probably like the only.
Why do y'all have to dress alike or like the same? Like, what? You're not saying anything. Like, this is just, you're just pulling things out of the air. You're looking for problems. You're looking for issues. No, it's cheesecake. Literally, this is all fake. None of this. I'm so stressed. Like, I'm so stressed. This is not real. She hasn't answered one question yet. She's given us a whole bunch. Like, I don't think we got one direct answer on anything.
Only interaction we had at the time when we was on tour together. So I don't really know, like, what was the moment that separated us, but I just felt like it became a time where, like, when we was getting together, it just wasn't connecting. And I was just like, ain't no money in the group. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to the studio together. I'm doing a feature. People calling for the City Girls. You know, it's either me or it's you. It just wasn't connecting no more, and I just felt like that's what really made me, like, start my own brand. Like, I gotta do something because I'm in this group. The group ain't making no money. We not working.
Acting like going solo was her choice is insane. Y'all remember when I posted the picture of her with the pizza bag and JT doing her thing when she was with Uzi on the cover of the magazine? I was like, oh, they're going solo. And they was like, no, City Girls are still together. City Girls are strong. And then they went solo. Like, the signs are always there, just like Chloe and Halle when they was burning the C and the H with the X going through them. And I was like, they about to go solo. Everybody was like, no, they're a package deal. Did they not go solo? Yeah, they went completely different ways. They didn't have dress alike or talk alike, do anything alike anymore. Yeah, it's always there. Like, pattern recognition will save you every time. Like, I promise you. And they try to deny it, but it's the same recipe for every artist. Like, you can't keep doing this and then say, oh no, you're making this up. Like,
came a point where we was just like on 2 different pages, and I felt like a video shoot, just anything, like it just wasn't connecting. And I was just like, you know what, I gotta like figure something out, because I do got kids, and that's what really made me start doing like Rich Roulette and getting into my merch and things like that, because I just felt like the group just wasn't hitting no more.
Basically, right now, today, it's not bad, it's not good, but do you still feel like you would consider JT a sister?
Yeah, I feel like we grew up together. I feel like I'm gonna always look at her as family, but again, like everything I'm not gonna sit here and just like do that strategic question. How are you? Yeah, you know, that's my sister. We go, no, shit ain't all good, but it's not all bad neither. And I just want to move forward from there. I don't want to have to keep answering that question. It's just what it is.
You haven't answered the question yet, actually.
We not in the group no more. She went her own way, I went my own way, and that's just where we at.
Okay, period.
And I want to answer it the most.
So let's get into some tweets. So there was a time where JT was arguing.
No, wrong tweets. Wrong tweets. Let's get into the tweets where you told Gina you would have her on her knees for Diddy. Yes, why are we talking wrong? Back it up. He did not say let's get into some tweets and then bring up JT. We are talking about the wrong stuff.
With Cardi. And they was going back and forth, going back and forth, going back and forth. And you woke up and said, I was asleep.
I said I just woke up.
I just woke up. And once you woke up.
Did I say I was asleep or I just...
No, she said I just woke up. Between her and Kai, they always, every time something's going on, they'd be like, I just woke up. I was asleep. Like... Damn, y'all be missing everything. Every time some controversy is going on in your camps, y'all sleep.
You said I just woke up. And after you just woke up, there were no more following tweets. So a lot of people feel like you should have jumped in and defended JT, that being your City Girl group member, that being your homegirl, like, and you was on mute. So elaborate.
Let me tell you something, Santana. And you might, I'm never on mute. Ain't no bitch don't gonna mute me, because I'm gonna get out there win draw. What it is? A win, lose, a draw. Thank you.
Thank you.
But you gotta show me what you got. I'm one of them hoes. You gonna have to put me down and I'm still gonna pop my shit. I never not came to JT defense, ever. She was arguing with Agent R, and I told Agent R, hey, bitch, meet me in Brooklyn. You know?
I remember that.
Like, I would never not come to her defense. Just,
bro, Asian dolls at home like...
The computer said, Floyd said, T.I., Nelly, 50. I'm like, what did he say me for?
What are we talking about? Why'd you bring me up? Let's talk about Diddy. Why did you just do that? Like, she just, what was that? He said, JT, Cardi, you on Twitter. Why'd you say you just woke up? I told Asia Doll, like, what did that?
I literally was sleeping when I woke up. I see like trending and I'm seeing all these tweets. And when I caught up on it, like once I really got caught up on the tweets and I was like reading the context of the tweets, I'm like, they arguing about Super Freaky Girl remix. Bitch, I got left off of Bad Bougie. Bitch, the queen ain't called me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like,
so you mad that Nicki didn't call you for the song? That she just wanted JT? How many songs did Caresha do by herself? How many videos was she doing by herself, whether JT was in jail or not? What are we even talking about? See, this is stupid. And this is how you know, like, none of them are in control of themselves. Like, these are a bunch of puppets. So because they left you off Super Freaky Girl, it's giving green. It's giving green.
I'm getting caught up on the tweets and I see they arguing about the remix or whatever. And I'm like, the queen ain't calling me. And I ain't know nothing about the remix.
The queen ain't calling me.
When she dropped the single cover art, the official single cover art for the remix.
And they had all the cities.
And it was like Boston, Chicago, Miami. I'm thinking it's like Trina or somebody, bitch. I'm trying to play the game with the fans. Like, bitch, who it is from Miami? You know, the song was never mentioned to me. I was never called for the song. I was never given a heads up like, hey, you know, I got a song coming out with Nicki or nothing. I never knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
So when that situation came on Twitter and they was arguing about the song, it's like, why insert myself? You know what I'm saying? Like that situation had absolutely nothing to do with me. Bitch, I got left off of Bad Bougie. I didn't even know nothing about the motherfucking song. So I just felt like, you know, that was between JT and Cardi.
Okay, that's respectable. So my last question for the smoke.
Santana don't like JT though, so of course he's gonna say anything that she says is respectable and that's okay, that's cool. So it's like, it doesn't really matter. This is why this is stupid. Like, these are two people who already then hashed out all the tea about this. Like, you know the real tea about what's happening. You asking these stupid surface level questions.
Are you still dating Puff Daddy?
I'm not. I said I was gonna tell my truth. I think that it really, really, really hurt me because I just feel like, you know, Puff was a really, really good person to me. I feel like he came and he helped me and, you know, he elevated me and he saw a lot of things in me. And I feel like that's like one of his specialties. Like he know how to like find people and, you know, identify their talent. And he was able to see more than music in me. And I felt like he brought out another side of me. Like he brought out like my jitsu side. Like, you know, my woman side. Like it was like a lot of things that I didn't see in me that he brought out of me. You know, like, baby girl, you more than music. You an icon. You a motherfucking mogul. You know what I'm saying? Like, put God first. Make sure you keep God with everything that you do. But I just felt like...
Where was God? Wow. The line that she said when she was like, oh, I was celebrating him with the world while the world was celebrating. That was the most Diddy line. Diddy told her to say that. Diddy is sitting right there. They are not broken. First of all, you can't be broken up when I was never together. Did they ever say they were together? Diddy is the one writing the script for this. This is, oh my gosh. He told her to say that, and now this is her cleaning his name. So she's not going to answer any questions about him. She's going to keep saying how he made her feel and how amazing he is now and how he's a dad now. You know, like he has a new child now. Like, you know, he's a new man. That's not, oh my gosh, this is disgusting. And to say, no, we're not together. Y'all were never together. Y'all never said y'all was together. You kept saying, oh yeah, we go together real bad, but we're not together. We're not in a relationship. So it really means nothing for you to say y'all not together now.
When all of these things came out, I just needed to take a break and focus on what's important. It was just me and my career. You know, let him navigate and figure that out on his own because I can't get caught up in it.
Although he was so great to you and you didn't experience that, you still feel like just with everything that's transpiring, in order for you to soar or to keep elevating, you need to disassociate yourself.
It's not in order for me to keep soaring.
He's saying more than she is. It's like he's putting the words in her mouth. Like, things that she didn't even say, he's saying. Like, oh my gosh.
Or, you know, just to elevate myself, I just feel like, although that wasn't my experience, and he was such a good person to me, and that's what people don't understand about, like, me and Puff relationship. They was just like, you was so loud, and you made him a part of your brand, and, you know, like, you just thought that you had something, and it wasn't that, because I think the same thing with him. Like, he didn't expect to fall in love with me because we did end up falling in love with each other. And I just feel like, you know, it's just everything that's going on. Like, I don't want to get caught up in that. And I just need a moment to just pour into me.
Yeah, I could see that. And I just want to take a moment to give you your flowers for being so
we're not
strong.
Giving flowers.
And I've been through, I feel like a lot of stuff behind the scenes with you, with just going through everything and just seeing how like everybody really like just turned on you and just how you've been so strong, even like for your kids, for yourself, being a woman, making the right decisions.
Yeah, I think that...
Why is he crying? She's literally smiling. What are you crying for? This is why, no. We need a new interviewer right now. Like, get him out, no.
Nobody called to check on me. It was really like an aha. I'm like, oh my God, but you thought that you had this nigga. You thought that you was going up, and I didn't think anything. I got with a nigga and I did what I was supposed to do. And the nigga was doing what he was supposed to do. I was able to get a podcast, and I still got my podcast with and without him.
Yeah.
That's somebody putting you in position.
And you selling yourself. I think that...
Yeah, she was selling herself, not in the way you talking. Yeah, she was.
People count you out or count you short. And just even seeing how you carry yourself in the morning, wake up, say, hold on, I'm on the phone with my business manager, I'm having a business meeting, I'm on a Zoom, I'm talking to my lawyers.
Why is he still
even
crying?
Watching, you know, you turn our lives into, our Instagram lives into this.
Right.
You know, that motivate me. And just even being behind the scenes, you pay for your own studio, you still working, you pay for so much stuff that's even for your brand and stuff out of pocket, watching you invest in your business.
Yeah, that's something that I take pride into. It's like I want to bet on myself because I feel like everybody always count me out. And I feel like this whole time I've been an underdog. I love betting on myself because I believe in myself. And just like you said, like I've been investing in myself.
Santana's where he's at because of her. So like, he can't, just the same way she can't slip up about Diddy, he can't slip up about her right now because he wouldn't be sitting on this couch. He wouldn't be like all of the lives that people was clipping of them and all of their stuff and what's big, sweetie, and all that stuff. That was both of them. They like them together, their personalities. Like, this is so biased. This is not fair. Why is he crying?
I've been trying to build the team, trying to find managers, trying to find.
Oh, baby, you hire and fire.
Oh my God, because it's just like.
Like, you see, if you already know the answers to all of these questions because you there in real life, why are you the interviewer? Give me somebody who does not know, who has questions that doesn't have the answers. What are we? They let Lindsay Lohan interview herself. That's like where the world is right now. To the point, like, you know the answers to this. Why are we? Like, they're playing in our faces now. Like,
the reason why I lost my personality is because everything is so literally now. Like, I used to be on live all day, Santana. We'll be riding around the car, juicy crabs anywhere we on live. You know, now I'm scared to pop up my live. Like, that's like the other day we had the pool. I'm like, Santana, I'm gonna turn off my live. Because I feel like people build you up to break you down. So the reason why people fell in love with me is just like, now it's just like, oh, you so ignorant, you so this, and it just really hurts.
Always remember, your personality is what got you here. People fell in love with you as a person, and then they fell in love with the music. Because to everybody initially, you couldn't rap. What they say, I used to sound like,
What, chipmunks?
Yeah, they say I sound like chipmunks. It was
you
always
know,
this.
oh
it
my
was
gosh, them
always
acting
that.
like they don't know what
and
they
then next thing you know, people was rapping you word for word. And you got so many viral slangs.
Oh my God.
Everything
I
you
would
do.
start a dictionary.
Yes.
Like Caresha dictionary, because it's always a new word.
It's always a new word. Everything you do sell, but you stole candles off of 1111. It's like, I just watch, and I always be so proud because I be like, bitch, wherever she touched, turn to gold.
I just really hate that I lost my personality. And that's on me telling you, like, Santana, I don't want to dance no more, and dancing make me happy. I'm like, I don't want to go to the club. I don't want to dance no more. It's just, you know, reading comments, and it really take away from, like, you know, like you get in your head. Like, you start overthinking everything. You could have a hit, but it's like, I'm overthinking it. I'm feeling like, bitch, me popping up my motherfucking phone no more. That's just me being me. I'm thinking too deep into it because the internet is just this whole new world of like everything you do is wrong.
Yeah.
And that shit will really break you down as a person when it's like you reading all of these negative things and it's like taking up, you know, majority of your day. Like you just reading like, you should give up, bitch, you ain't shit. You gonna start thinking like, damn, should I give up?
Yeah.
If I ain't shit, and it don't feel good. But when you go outside and you feel that love, you just be like, bitch, you gotta keep going.
One person I love, K. Michelle, that's one of my favorite people, an artist, and just as a person. She came to me the other day and she was like, tell Caresha we love her.
Yeah, she DM'd me.
She told me, she said, tell her we love her. She was like, and this is what happened to superstars. She said, everybody go up and you have a time where shit happens. She said, and you shoot right back up. And so I'm just so excited for the comeback, and that just leads me into what's next for Young Miami.
Season 2 of Caresha, please.
Oh,
Of
that's
course.
why y'all ain't start down hard.
That's why you're having this conversation right now.
We got a reality show.
This whole interview, promo for Diddy, promo for all of her Caresha Please stuff. I don't have time for this. Oh my gosh.
Girl, I know Risha Roulette by heart, so that is very exciting.
Part 2 is way more crazy. Just make sure the person to your right or the person to your left is somebody that you might want to do a little, you know, have some fun with.
So do we have something we can sample?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's bring that out,
Oh
babe.
my God.
I'm telling the truth, enough but the truth, so help me God.
I'm scared.
I'm not saying shit to sell this
You
thing.
haven't told the truth once yet tonight, bro. Now you gonna tell the truth. Come on.
Come on.
Tell us a time you went somewhere or popped up knowing your ass wasn't invited, or take a shot.
I ain't necessarily my business. I'm gonna tell you my shot.
That might have, yeah, that was definitely up there with the worst interviews I've ever seen. Girl, like, if you're gonna cape for Diddy, just do it. Like, do it with your chest. Like, just say I'm sticking beside him. Don't come on here and be like, oh no, he didn't, that wasn't my experience. I'm about to have a real is this you moment. Let's be clear. I don't even know where the tweets start for real. They said, Young Miami and Gina are trading subs after Gina posted a photo of Diddy giving her a kiss on the cheek. If anybody's seeking attention, it's you. Why are you so pressed? I thought you was a city girl. Somebody give her some attention. You a munch. If I wanted you to eat, Diddy would have you on your knees. You a eater. Diddy never had her in drama. Diddy never did it. You never saw that side of him?
You ain't know what he was doing?
So why do you know that he would have a girl on her knees for you? We just gonna erase all of this, and then when she put that they was Bobby and Whitney, where's that at? She literally posted this on her Finsta. Bobby and Whitney. She does not care. This is while the lawsuits was going on, all of this stuff. Bobby and Whitney though. Y'all in there getting high and beating on each other. Let's be for real. And that all red, I said they was on that, they was on that stage. And what's crazier to me is that there's people who left that interview feeling like they actually know something, or like feel like she actually said something or gave them any information. Didn't even mention the lawsuit. What about your involvement in these lawsuits? Oh no. Crickets. Crickets. I literally said that P sold her to him. Oh, it was right here. Okay, so this was the Cassie lawsuit. This is about to look weird because it's like me reacting to me. It became common practice to get IV fluids in the days after a freak off to recover from the extensive substances pushed upon her. And we've seen Diddy in these videos and stuff getting these IV fluids and partying with other rappers and stuff getting IV fluids, right?
It's just for the tuxedos.
So this is a black-owned drip business.
Him and P.
I'm here with self-love, and I'm here to celebrate my brother's birthday, but I need y'all to understand some real king shit is going on. P, baby. You know, we're gonna put some respect on the name and some love on it. And since I'm king in New York, Miami, and LA, I come with greetings from the other.
This is what I said. City Girls are signed to QC/P. Did P sell Young Miami to Diddy? And she literally said, I met him through him. Like, come on. At his party. These same parties where they do... Listen. Santana answered more. He cried more than her. Like, that was Santana's interview. He's trying to get a podcast next. They're gonna give them, like, a joint show.